Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and you're watching Transport Fever 2 here on the Dune Canyon extravaganza map. As you can plainly see, we're looking at the junction that was built last time round to much consternation in the comments. People thinking I've lost the plot. No, I never had the plot to begin with. Anyway, this junction's working out jolly splendidly, as you can plainly see by the sheer quantity of trains currently not really running on it. Pretty sure I chose footage here that had trains running on it, and presumably if I'm patient we'll get to a point where there's one now. Look, there you go, there, see, train running on it. Yeah, works flawlessly, just as advertised. Oh, look, there's another one. Yeah, 2 trains now. Brilliant, excellent. Let's move on. Yes friends, here we are in 1965. Well, I never did. Well, yeah, I should have done, no. But yes, we're in 1965 because I hadn't spotted that the year had rolled over twice while I was moving things forwards. That's a bit of a downer. That wasn't the plan, but here we are anyway. C'est la vie. Who wouldn't want this? Look at this. You can sit at the cafe there and watch the trains going past. Mag-flipping-nifico. Anyway, last time we built a convoluted means to get out of this station again that allows for a significantly greater throughput of rail traffic, which is great. Now, the next goal here, one moment, part of me goes like, wouldn't it just be quicker to truck this down to here? Yeah, probably would. But then you wouldn't put it on a train. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, there's some logic going on there. Right, never mind that. Let's get on with the show. So today's show, first stop is we're going to hook up all 3 of these stations with individual routes down the mountainside to St. Petersburg. That'll be fun. And yeah, it could be one station, incidentally. Many of you spotted what I did not. Which was if I built a modular station that was the correct length, I could broaden it out so that it would actually get connection with all of these individual resource producers. Absolutely correct. Didn't spot it, but now I want 3 trains and therefore that's how I'm going to do it. And 3 platforms, because I think it's something. Anyway, once we've done that, the next objective is going to be, I don't know. We have to start getting the mainline operation operating. And I think the way to do that is going to be to hook up everything from Birmingham down to Santa Rosa. Get all of them running onto... we'll use trucks to start with, but use truck lines from every single one of these producers to take it to the main line, and then we'll just see what happens. Get the trains on there, get the platform set up, just get it running, and we'll see what occurs. We'll run probably a single big boy down there and make that happen. Will we reach that point today? Arguably, probably not. So let's do the stuff that we know is definitely going to happen. But yeah, let's do that. Right, so get trains. Line 1 goes from Minneapolis Central down the track to St. Pete's, and it's already done its loop round. That's all good. I love it when it picks it up immediately. So this is going to be Peter. Yeah. What even are we producing on this one? That's a good question. You probably should notice, I think this was the Conmat line. It's the Conmat line. So this is going to be Conmat production. Now, the good news is there is... No, there you go. The good news still is that there is already demand for construction materials. Where? Oh, I think it was Birmingham. All right, so there isn't any demand for construction materials at the moment. But that's fine, Conmat production. This will all work out in time. Next new line is going to be this one. Yeah, down to there. And what's that? That's the iron ore, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. Because this last one is the chemical job. Peter, yeah. Iron ore delivery. Is it? Wouldn't you call it production? Yeah, I mean you've used a lot of different names here. Let's just go for production and keep it consistent. Well, okay. So the positive on iron ore is that there is most definitely the use of iron ore going on down here, so that should pay off. The interesting bit's going to be whether it cannibalises what's going on down here at Westminster, but we'll find out. And then this one goes from station. Yeah, there you go, down to there. Now, hopefully, and I'm going to go and double check, none of those are backing on themselves, because if they are, it's going to destroy everything. This is plastics production. Now, we haven't got any oil anywhere near anywhere up here yet, so it's going to be ages before that does anything. But I am going to set it up. The whole point here is that you set it up even if it's going to cost you money to run it. And you know, and then you figure it all out later on. Right, run that in here. We just want to make sure green arrows. Who's the green line? Is that iron ore production? Yep, it is. All right, you're a bad individual. Come round. And also, what the heck is this? No, it's going to break it. We shall stick, well, I mean, given that we want some anyway, we'll stick a one-way signal on here. Actually, you probably would have been better off to tell it was one way before you put it in, but that's fine. Now, have a look at it again. Yes, everything's neat and orderly and going the right way. And then if we come down here, everything is neat and orderly and going the right way, apart from the passenger service, which is backing on itself, which is absolutely fine. Right, let's go bunk some trains on them. I could build a depot. I'm not going to. I like slinging them out from one depot that is 1,000,000 miles away from anywhere useful, just because that's how we do things. I mean, for a one depot challenge, I really haven't made much of a fuss about the one depot that I've got. Right, okay, what are we going to run on this? Well, it's either electric or it's steam. The era of steam, you're talking 9,000s of this, aren't you? Okay, well, the running cost is 2 and a bit million a year. I don't think we need that much haulage. I was thinking of using a GP9 for this. And will do. Right, okay, so we add one of those, yeah, and then that will do 65 miles per hour. And let's do the ore first. That does 50. Where's the upgrade? Here it is. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's more than enough. Buy it, please. Right, and that's the Petersburg ore production. Right, off you go. Next up is same again, but different. Whoa, hey, ha, ho, 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 ha. No. There you go. Different wagons for this one. Right, what's this one going to do? Let's make this one do the plastics. All right, box cars for you. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's that? 108 capacity again. Yep, buy it. Okay, all right, fine. Oh, wait, though. It's too late to wait. Well, you're going to need to actually ship some oil up there in the first place. Yeah, okay. You sell it. Yep. Right, try that again. It's what, 3 and 3? No, 6 and 6. Oh, okay. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, talk to me about my speed rating here. 27 at the slowest. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem child there. If we get rid of one of those and then one of these, now what's it going to do? 31. Better. Actually, let's drop this down to bare minimum. So 2 and 2 is what we'll go for, and that will give us 51. Yeah, right. Have one of those instead, because it's not going to get used anyway. But I want to run it so that it will pick up, because what I'm expecting as this matures is that all of a sudden lines that were redundant, were dead effectively, start paying off. Right, Conmat's line. Well, we need flat cars to bring them back down, and then we need hoppers to take them up in the first place. This is why I should have gone for a single station. Well. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you need 2 of those for each Conmat. So if we go 6 of those and then 3 of these, if you like, yeah, I do like. So this is going to be a little slower moving, but you know it should. You've done that the wrong way around. I have, haven't I? Yes. No, you've done that the right way around. Oh, okay. Make your mind up. Petersburg Combat Production. There we go. Right then. That's trains deployed, and they're going to take their sweet time in getting situated. So we will move on immediately and start to work on the next stage. Now, the next stage in question is going to be activating Birmingham. The reason for doing so is, well, it's relatively straightforward, is that once we've got Birmingham live and kicking, then this combat production will actually start producing. It will. Yeah, it definitely will. So we want to hook up as much as possible onto a freight station that currently does not exist. Okay. All right. Well, this was always the plan. So, you know what I'm going to do? I've got a radical idea. I'm going to make it happen straight away. Let's go 320 high speed, no electricity, please. And I'm going to stick it alongside this bit of road there. But before doing so, I'm going to smooth out the landscape there, so it's at least on the same level as the bit of road there. Right, strength mostly. Strength mostly, please. Right. What are you? You are flattening, aren't you? Right. Okay, so if we give it some of this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Okay. Right. Now, obviously, this is going to need another connection or two as far as road is concerned. What are you doing now? I appear to be filling in a hole there, Gov. Oh, that's exciting. Are you just going to keep hemorrhaging cash at this, or are we going to stop anytime soon? There you go. That'll do. Right. Yeah. So this is my freight station. Whiz it around. It's not a freight station. That's a passenger station. Well done. You spotted that one in time. That doesn't usually happen. Right, stick that on there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And then what? Merge the... No. We'll run the tracks in parallel. Okay. Right. So we've got that. And we then run the tracks from this. We've got to get them underground somehow. Well, I mean, that's you say that as though, the mysteries of the universe. No, there isn't. There's no mysteries of the universe here. You just do that. No, you don't. You just do. Take it downhill. No, we don't want electrification. It is something that is not needed. And look at the... sorry, I just clocked it. But the amount of grime that we've got going on this Alco here is significant. Well, it is a dusty planet. The desert world of Arrakis. So, you know, that's to be expected. Now, I've got to put a diamond crossing in here to allow trains to turn round, because at the moment, Birmingham is going to be the end of the line for everything. Is it? Yeah. It's just the end of the universe. Okay, you can have that. I don't think that's necessarily the best way to go, but we'll do it. Yeah, all right. Kill the road. You can put the road back in a moment. I was quite pleased with it because that tunnel just made the magic straight away. All right, there you go. And then you should run in parallel with the track that we've got there. And also, you should be using fast track, not this slow stuff that you've got going on. So if I run track from about here, so that's snapped at the end there. And then we can balance that out over here like so. It's created a bit of an embankment. I'm not wholly sure why. We'll have a quick look though, and just make sure it's not doing anything weird. Yeah, I could have hit N and M and all of that kind of business to try and make that happier, but actually it's only brought it up to the right level, so that's all fine. Now later, we'll probably put interstitial kind of platforms, stations going on here to pick up stuff to ship down the main line. But I am just going to use trucks to get it started, because until we get, you know, a respectable amount of throughput on here, there's no sense of doing anything else. Why are you not snapping? Let's go in again. I know it just did at the last second. Right, do that, and then this. Right. we're running quad track here. Now, that's excessive while we're not actually running very many trains, but later on we will be running many trains, and therefore it will stop being excessive. All right. Now, keep your eyes peeled, though, kids. You never know when we're going to see one of those new trains zipping down the line here, or trundling down the line at a moderately low speed. They might already have gone, to be honest, but I think that's probably quite unlikely, given that the passenger main line is not exactly, hammered for maximum amounts of traffic at the moment. Right, okay, now we're coming into the next station. And so once again, I require some kind of solution to making this work. In fact, I don't need to put a diamond crossing in at Birmingham if I'm only going to be running one mainline goods train at the moment. Good point. Okay, right, we won't run a second station on this one. Instead, we will... well, where are we going here? Why are we stuck in perpetual forwards? Yep, perpetual forwards is what we're stuck in. Usually, there you go, usually worked. Usually, if it gets stuck in perpetual forwards, it's because you've done some random configuration of multiple button presses all at once. And it's just got a bit lost, and so you do the same thing again and it all works. Right, nobody wants to go to Westminster, but I suspect that's because they just left. Meanwhile, we've got one arriving here with 114 on board. We'll watch the loading happening because, that's nice. Makes a bit of a change. Right, 114 on board. How many are going to get off here at Minneapolis? All right, okay. That's not nothing. That's 40. 40-ish. Okay. Well, we clearly need a bit more capacity then, because there's a lot more than 40 people still waiting to jump on the train. The number, in fact, is 355 people are waiting to jump on the train. Anyway, that's not what I care about right now. What I care about is getting my platform set up for a bit of cargo tomfoolery. Right, here we go. Now, we'll make this as long as possible, but I think ultimately we will end up where my freight trains are longer than the stations that they can pull into. That's not a bad thing, because that will look absolutely belting. But we'll try and prep for that as best we can, and see what transpires. Now, there's a little bit of room the other side to put some more, but not a massive amount of room. So we'll go one more. Right, tracks, electrificated, non-electrificated, high speedery. Okay, good. Yeah, actually, there's a ton of work that's needed in order to get this set up, because I've only got kind of a vague eyeball count of how many trains we're talking, how many resource centres we're talking about, how many factories and so forth. But I've seen at least 8 that are going to need hooking up in some fashion or another. So that's going to be dramatic. Yeah, it is. But the upshot is we are going to get to run at least one, maybe more. If the first one pays off, then we'll immediately implement a second a big freight mainline service. But I suspect the first one is going to run empty most of the time. And therefore, it is also going to be a massive cash sink. We're gonna burn through money very, very quickly. I'm going to stick a cargo building on here because I think it warrants it. There you go, have one. We'll also put some the passenger building. Could do, but passenger building doesn't necessarily give them underfloor access. Oh, no, you know what? I'm going to do it anyway, and we'll see if it works or not. All right, okay. If that makes you happy. Yes. Well, happy is as happy does. Right, okay. I'm going to hook all of the stations up to their local infrastructure last. I want to get all of the train stuff set up first. And then we can operate on a, one thing at a time. Because then I can send the train in motion and we'll be able to see immediately whether it's working or not. Right, next stop is Westminster, where we already have some trains for freight coming in. But this is the mainline station. And you know what? I think we'll terminate here for now. the reason for that is it's self-evident, is that I've got to bulldoze through this, and then this next section's quite convoluted. So yeah, we'll run with this for the moment. If you want to come across there, yeah, that looks not unpleasant. All right, I quite like this split bridge bit that we've got going on, and a piece of redundant road that is no more. Right, up we go. Right, now, as I'm only running one train, I'm tempted to leave this as effectively single track. I'm going to double track as I go, because that way we've got it built. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you what the result of this is going to be, other than insanely expensive, because I'm going to have to staff the train up with every type of wagon in order for it to work. Now, we've got a field here, and we know that's not going to pay off at all, because the nearest food producer's right at the end of the line. Yeah. No idea. All right, well, that's just life then, isn't it? Maybe running two of them would be better. Maybe you should shut your big yam. Okay, all right, well, people have said that to me before. You amaze me. Right, go on. Keep going. And then we're going through to Minneapolis. Okay, so this is is this just a 3-station stop? That's not as big a deal as you thought it was going to be. Why are you fighting me on the snappage? You snapped there. We're just building a tunnel. You know, I'm not asking for, you know, a brand new bit of track or interweaving connections or anything like that. We're just snapped along the way. There you go. Right, out to about here, and then you'll need to separate in order to make the station run. It's all good. It's all good. Everything's good. Yeah. Right. Okay. So obviously, I'm going to point it out to you because you're all going to say it. Well, no. Some of you who are perhaps less familiar with the standard modus operandi in these parts will be going, "Oh, I don't think much of the signalling." That's because I'm not going to use any. We don't need them. No signals will be required. Maybe one on each track just to declare the facing. In fact, that's a good point, and I shall do it now. We'll just stick. Make this one way, please. We shall just declare one-way sections there. Now, that has, of course, forced me to put diamond crossing or similar in at both ends. So there's Westminster, which we've just declared the end of the line. I'm not sold on that though, Chief, because you can make machines out here. How are you doing it at the moment? Are you shipping it all by truck? Yep. Okay. Go on, go the distance, man. All right, okay. Well, we'll go the distance, but that's your lot for today. If once we've done that, is you know we'll deploy stuff next time. Yeah, I know we don't like ruining the surprise for people in that way, but yeah, I guess that's how we'll do it. You could go underground to there. Then you've got a bit of a swing out. Yeah, that's fine. Because this is a very charming and delightful bit of cheeky tunnel up, tunnel down, tunnel this, that, the other that we've got going on there. Now, here is the Hotel Minneapolis. It's a delightful bulldozed. Yeah, get out of it. Actually, kill all of this. Yeah, I need it. I need that dealt with for a moment. I think I just broke something. Probably did. Right. We'll unbreak it presently. Are we going to try and snap on something? There you go. That's what you're doing. Yeah. Not entirely sure how that worked. Shouldn't have. Somehow it did. That one, though, not so much. All right. Get rid of this. And that. There we are. Yeah. I don't keep your complaints to yourself. I'll sort it out. Don't you worry there, little town. I've got you covered, sort of. Right, bit of medium street. You're going to need to back that up some. There you go. Bit of medium street. And over we go to there. Oh, that's better though, look. Much better. Bridge pillar collision. It's not better, it's rubbish. All right, pull it back in, pull it back in, pull it back in. All right, pop a wheelie. Yeah, that's done it. It's done something odd. Yeah, but it works. Yeah, okay. There you are. All right, that works. All right, carry on. Continue your track buildage. Right. Yep. Yes, this was a far more sensible idea, because that way we do actually reach the end of the line, where we only need one platform. At least we only need one mainline platform. We'll probably need additional... Oh, my goodness. You've not left this easy for yourself. Who says it has to be on that station that exists now? Just build another station. Well, that's bold and innovative. Oh, well, I like to think of myself as bold and innovative. Right, turn this round. Yeah. How much room have you got here? Oh, it's a number that starts with not and ends with much. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Oh, hold on. We don't have to sit there, though. We can do something innovative and startling. Okay. All right, I'm up for it. Now, the reason for not modularising this, firstly, is because I thought I could maybe fit it in there. Can't. So instead, it's because I can put it at a slightly different height than the existing station, and therefore facilitate having an underground approach slightly more readily. Now, this is going to make passengers getting over there reliant on public transport, but I'm very comfortable with that. Okay, well, what you've also done there is really limited your options when it comes to hooking up individual lines to it in the future. But hey, just don't let me stand in the way of some harebrained scheme. All right, smooth all this out a bit. Yeah, and that. Although we don't want to smooth that too much because that's got to form a tunnel. Okay, right, good. Yeah, got that. Now run a bit of this for the tendril action, and then whack that out to this junction there, because why on earth not? Is going to need a truck stop. I think there's probably a truck stop here already, given that we've actually got some production going on. But hey, you've got to sometimes do things like that, haven't you? Yeah, right. Okay, so we go through the tunnel here, and then what? Continue going through the tunnel? No, I think you need to branch this off to the side, right? And then whap it under like this. So if we go over this way a little bit, yeah, take it down one. Is one going to be enough, or are you going to need two? Let's try one, and then just try linking it up and see what happens. Okay, so you come back to the surface, then you try and cross over. No, keep going down. And take this one more severely down. All right, now try it again. That's the ticket. Right, I had a feeling that might be the ticket. Oh, that's good. Yeah, no, the reason that's good is because that's where we can put our set of points. I'm not a fan, as you know, of putting points in the middle of a tunnel. However, putting the points in a cheeky cutaway like that, that's perfectly acceptable. There you go, stick them like that. Right, okay, yeah, and then bang a set of signals on there. Yeah, keep it one way. Right, there we are. That's pretty cool. Right, so that's the end of the line. And then, yeah, basically I'm going to need to make sure that this is hooked up onto here. I'm going to make sure that that is hooked up onto... I'd love to put it on here, actually, rather than Westminster. Purely because that way we can fill the train with it. Yeah, it's a bit of a dirty hack and a cheat and a what have you, but it's going to need doing. Then we get to Westminster, where we're going to want to truck in... No, that's already been done. We're going to need to truck in the food here, and that they're all going to need to get to the station, which they already do. Moment of pause. I'm going, how's this steel getting to there? And then I notice it's using trucks. Moving on. Iron ore's being done. More foodstuffs. We'll run that up to Minneapolis. We'll stick the stone in there as well. Yes, keep going. And then we've got another lumber mill, which will hook up to Birmingham, along with these two iron ore producers. Yeah. Okay. Yep. No, this is good. And then the next move will be to run Coral Springs and the oil producer here and hook them into Birmingham. So we'll do the same kind of thinking that led to the the majesty that is St. Pete's and get that going. Unless... No, you've already done it. So that will then have every industry on this side of the canyon hooked up as far as Birmingham. Cool. Yeah. Where's... Okay, so the bit that would then be missing is going to be oil and the refining thereof, and what else? Food. Okay, so we've got oil here. Yep. Yes, we do. Yeah, we've got more coal here as well. We've got another Conmats plant there. Yeah, okay, and we've already got our kind of standalone little network going on here as well. So we'd need to... Oh, you know what I like the looks of? What do you like the looks of? I like the looks of a bit of a loop going on here, maybe. So if we're going out to Coral Springs, I think we make that a single line, and then maybe do a second line that goes Santa Clara, Independence, Aurora, Pasadena, Lafayette, Hollywood, back onto the main line. Back onto the main line, or maybe we make. I've stalled. I've stalled hard. No, we make Pasadena maybe the end of the line. Ooh, it's a tricky one. But that's what makes things fun. Good. Right. Yeah. This end of the market, definitely more complicated than the other end. But hey, I like it. And that's why we're going to do it. Right. I've been Colonel Failure. That's your lot. Yeah, we're not going any further than that today. While you're away, I will hook up with trucks all of these industries that we've got to hook up, because that's not going to be fun to watch. But it will mean that we can immediately pick up the action next time. What I'm hoping for right now is one of my new trains. And I think this might be one right here. Let's have a look. I'm using a cunning approach angle, you see, to maintain the intrigue. There we go. There you go. He's off to see the wizard and other personages of note. Well, that's good. Actually, what won't surprise me here is if everything gets a bit stuck while we try and situate these trains. Although, now that we're running a one-direction only station there, it should just work. I've been Colonel Failure. Subscribe to this series. The next one will be along presently, and I'll be here to present it to you at that time, when that time happens. Thank you very much for watching. I will catch up with you soon, and we'll leave you here at the station, where I should probably have a look at the platform assignments. That's the passenger platform. There's nothing complicated or interesting about that. Let's do this one. Terminals, please. Right, 1, 2, 3 is what we've got. 2 on that one, 2 on that one, 3 on that one. Perfect. I'm a genius. I'm not. The game did it for me. But who's counting? All right, catch you next time. Cheerio!